So what was the best investment you've ever made in your life?
Best investment. Well, Tesla, to be fair. Um, I there was a couple of like good investments. Like I mean, I was early into finding Bitcoin. Like I don't have a lot, but back then I was like, okay, this thing has a lot of potential. I want to, just have a little bit. Same thing with Tesla. Tesla was like my dream company because I just saw the vision. I saw like what it could be. I'm an optimistic person, so I invested there and like, yeah, I mean the returns have been like well over 20x. I mean, yeah, there's been plenty of other investments that have gotten down a lot more. So it is a risky bet. I will say like I've been very lucky to have stumbled upon this, but yeah, I mean you can't depend on those every time. So here I am in private equity, running this model with mobile home parks, which there's been some great returns so far. I mean, we're ahead of business plan for a lot of our properties. The 2x kind of rule of thumb, like we've hit that kind of metric far quicker than anticipated in a couple of projects too.
I see. It's difficult to pick just one. I think you've done several good moves, so that's great. Great to hear.
Yeah. You are a culmination of your decisions. So every decision counts. I think a lot of people they think that these things don't matter, that it's too late to start, but it's not true. I think a lot of people they start later on in life, especially when it comes to investing. Um, Not sure about the Europe, but in the US, yes, because in school, people are afraid to teach financial education. My guess is that they're afraid of getting sued because they don't have a correct financial license. They're like, I don't want to touch anything with money. So nobody learns it. And we all just go through our jobs like day in, day out. We get sold things by marketers. We get sold a certain way of living by marketers and the people in power. And like we don't seek what serves ourselves. And eventually we find that at some point in our lives and then life is no longer the same.
Yeah, true that. I mean, there's a lot of distraction out there. There's a lot of ads, products calling for attention, and we kind of forget to rebalance or really think, okay, where do I
Yeah.
want to go in life? How do I want to live? What do I want to do with my hard-earned money? Do I want to just spend it on the next shopping bag or nice cool car, or is there something that creates more value beyond just this first pleasure? And of course,
Yeah,
if you
yeah, I think, yeah, no, I think a lot of people, they one thing I learned, George, is that people, including me, like we were initially hard on ourselves for not knowing these things. But I would say give yourself a little bit more grace because these marketers, these social media apps, right? Do you know how much they're getting paid to try to figure out how to retain and convert your attention? I mean, like software engineers, they're getting paid like hundreds of thousands of dollars, and like marketers, same thing. And like it's a $1 trillion industry trying to capture, retain, and convert your attention. So just give yourself some more grace. It's not always your fault. It's just like they designed a very compelling system. But end of the day, you know what the right answer is. It comes from within.
Yeah, I saw it with myself on those crucial points in life where you take a decision where you say, okay, now I do my first investment. You just feel like, okay, now it's the time of my life where I feel I need to step up. It's like I want to grow. And now I would dedicate some time to understand this and go forward. And once you're in it, like the next step is easier. And then you go from there. Or for me, one day was like when I started
Yeah.
my second or third business, I decided, for example, to what I've mentioned, I want to switch a bit my way how I want to work with a more clear head. And I decided to cut completely drinking alcohol, for example, which was in my culture and my friend circle as something very normal. But then I felt like I don't need this anymore and I need more clarity and I don't want to spend the weekends in bed having a hangover. I want to recover in that time to from Monday to Friday or like being there and working on my next business. And then it just feels easy once you've taken that decision because then you're fully on board with your heart and with your mind.
Wow. That's amazing. Yeah. I mean, congrats on taking that step, George.